Welcome to the Bubba Army Weekly Wrap-Up Show with Rhett, the Filthy Ginger. Hello, Rhett.
Hello, Lummy.
And Colton.
Happy Friday, Bubba Army.
Hello, Colton. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm well. Lummox, yourself?
I'm great.
Thank you for that
asking.
pancake.
Oh, did you enjoy the pancake that I saved for you?
I haven't ate it yet, but it's looking good. It's calling my name.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy. And Mike Thurman, $50 for Iraqi Lloyd Christmas. And thanks for the shout out on Loner and Stoner.
Of course.
Thank you, Mike Thurman. Appreciate you. And especially all the heat you bring to Babyface.
People like heat. What can they say?
Mike Thurman just makes fun of Babyface's shirts and calls him like a little bitch boy, which is perfectly fine. There's the picture of the... Did you see this, Colton, today?
I did. I like it a lot.
I like how, I believe it... Was it Chris? Sent me an email. I believe it was. 813-90-BUBBA, 813-90-BUBBA. We will take your phone call. Give us a call. Whether you're Las Vegas Mario, who hates Colton, or Berto Perez, who loves everybody.
Oh, Sorry. I didn't know he took it as for real.
Oh, I don't know. But if you look at the picture, I don't know. Right, you have it up. Obviously, if you didn't see it, which I'm sure everyone in watching or listening to our show right now has seen this. You know, Seth as the cowboy, Macho Man, Rhett as the sailor, the military guy, myself as the hardworking, actually don't look too bad there. Bubba, which he didn't like his hat. He wants it down a little bit, but it's kind of funny because he has his little head. And then Dr. Dan, and I like how he put the Hogan stash on there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does he want the hat down, or does he just want a little more of a neck? Because
No, he said nothing about his neck. Don't bring up more work for the guy.
what?
But no, he wanted his hat down a little bit more.
Okay.
But I could see where the hat almost looks like it's like kind of like a little fling up, kind of party hat,
I think the fixed version might be on Instagram already.
Now, who looks the best? Macho's is pretty strong.
I don't know. Who looks like more of...
Like, Macho's is very fitting.
To be honest, if you look up the biker for the YMCA or the leather guy...
Dan's pretty on point?
Dan looks exactly like the guy.
Okay.
They got their own Italian stallion, huh?
I mean, that looks exactly like him. So, Seth looks good too. He looks a little too excited grabbing Dr. Dan's shoulders like he's really giving it to him from behind. Gorilla style. It's
that
like
guy behind him at the Taking Back Sunday concert.
Yeah, pretty much. Shoot. Oh, no, I dropped my phone like Bubba does. Oh, it is pretty dark down there. Hold on, let me take my first call real quick when I find my phone. 518.
Hey, little me, it's Super Fat Bubba Light.
Hey, Super Fat Bubba Light, how's it going?
Oh, no, I'm good. Hey, I wasn't sure if you got a chance to listen to those songs I sent you yesterday.
Yeah.
He's trying to find his phone.
I got it. So the problem is, Super Fat Bubba Light, and I'm sure Rhett will say it, they were good. It's hard to use the AI songs. One, it's a little long, and there's a lot of music, and it's kind of muddy. And then just where to play it. Because the AI songs...
Because he sent a couple of them to me as well.
I have not heard them personally, but some of the AI songs that I have heard in the past come off as a little uncanny. And then sometimes it does get a little muddy with the audio because it's not the cleanest.
But I was trying to find...
I think it's just got to be something that translates to the air.
That's the thing. Like this Jake guy always sends a lot of those, and it's like it's hard to
This Jake guy,
because it's not it's hard to play them.
I have one he sent me. Do you want me just to play it through my mic? Okay, you have one already pulled up? Okay.
This is the Bubba's Band of Brothers.
I will say the AI music is getting better.
Yeah, it is, but like right there, like it starts getting hard to...
It's like I'm playing Tony Hawk.
Like a lot of music there. And then a lot of times they have a lot of music on the backside. See?
Well, yeah, they got to fill the rest somehow.
I know. So I mean, it's got to be like see. So
Yeah.
I honestly think this one has like, see, like right there, that's 30 seconds of just music. So you know what I mean? Like we could cut it off, but it would just have it. It's tough. Super Fat Bubba Light, but I mean I can turn in because I think you sent like what 6?
Ew.
Well, when you do a topic, it does 2 different versions of the same song, but it changes the music on both of them.
Yeah, no, I mean I could turn them in. It's just 6 parodies.
Do you have the one that you think was best?
I like the when I set the Lummy, either like the last one or the second to last one. I thought those were pretty good, and then the other ones were okay.
The Shockwaves?
And then
you talking about the Shockwaves? Bubba on the Air, Bubba Band of Brothers, Crazy Bubba.
Yeah, the other one puts over Dan, and then the other one makes fun of Babyface.
Shockwaves? Mike Thurman, $20. See, like right there, Bubba would have already like kind of shit on it. Too much music in the beginning.
Intro violation.
Yeah, intro violation. Because you're still like waiting for it to, kick in. Because right now you're at.
What?
But I mean, we listen. Maybe I'll just cut off the end and make it a little shorter if you're okay with that, Super Fat Bubba Light.
Oh no, that's fine. Like the one song, like the last 30 seconds of it was just the music, and there wasn't any audio to it.
Yeah, as long as you're cool with me cutting that off, then I'll put it in.
Don't touch his art.
Fine.
That's why I just wanted to make sure, because you got like obviously what was his name? Dark Match Steve. You know that what he
All right, wait.
what is it?
I don't know, but like
his parody.
Referring to him as Tampon Tim.
So
There we go.
Tampon Tim.
Online, the trending thing.
this is not AI. This is done by a real person.
It's called Tampon Tim.
Oh, I get you.
But see how like you hear the vocals a little bit better. That's the only thing. But I'll turn in. I'll cut down the Shockwave one, the one you like, and put it up and have Bubba play it.
Was
next week.
Shockwave the one we just heard?
Yes.
Because I do we have another choice that maybe we don't have to play on the air? Never mind. Shockwave's great.
What do you mean?
No.
Shockwave puts over Dr. Dan. We could play it on Monday for Dr. Dan.
Perfect.
Is it that time signature change getting you? Is it I know what you're talking about because you reacted to it.
The first one I thought was better than the second one.
Oh, Band of
I
Brothers.
agree. I thought the first
So
one
by
was
saying
better.
that the second, but you
than
see,
the
this has
second
gone on
one.
far too long. So Shockwave is great.
Super Happy Bud. I'll listen. I'll cut down all the end music, the beginning music, and I'll put all 3 of them up, and we can go through that.
Okay. Oh, that's no problem. And then I sent Colton some of his put over his show, but then it was Colin Tuttle, Harry Potter, and then there was Colton Cheapskate.
Oh, you mean?
And we're gonna play those on Loner and Stoner, so we'll have those
Oh,
played.
you haven't played them yet?
Well, no, he sent them to me after our show.
Yeah, that's no problem. And then
We'll wait for him.
I just put like a topic in it, and it'll send you 2 different versions of the same song, and then it'll change the music a little bit, but that's about it.
Oh, perfect. Well, we will look forward to him on the next Loner and Stoner from Colton, the big time executive producer for Loner and Stoner, making all the decisions over there and other places.
Okay, no problem.
But-
That's no problem. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.
Sounds good. Thanks, Super Fat Bubba Light. We'll see you in January.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, no problem. I'll see you guys later. Have a good
See
one.
you, Super Fat Bubba Light. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, what a great Hall of Famer. But what a great week of radio. We had no guest.
I know.
We had
Shocking.
How do you feel about that lineup, though? Just you, Seth, and Bubba up there in the studio.
Bubba said he really liked it,
And I agree.
And I'm not sure, obviously, how certain fans thought about it. I see what people in chat, and they liked it. Monday's after show was just me, Seth, with the Rhett, pipe in. Obviously, Macho Man. I don't know what the fuck he was doing on the after show, but he was not tuning in on that one. He did jump in for segment 1 on Wednesday, and a lot of people like that. I know Scott and Big Hope sent some money over, calling him eye candy. People were liking it. He started getting uncomfortable just because everyone was putting Macho Man over. But this was the first week, besides obviously Dr. Dan on Friday, that we've ever had 4 days with just pretty much almost the full-time guys.
So Monday, Tuesday, Dr. Dan's normally in, and he was out west, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was learning how to put hair in.
That's what I thought for the hair conference.
Yes, and Wednesday,
deal.
Gene, I guess Bubba didn't remind Gene quick enough, so
and
Gene
I think
was
Gene
very busy.
Yeah, I was thinking Gene wasn't going to make it regardless because he said he had one guy in jail, one guy somewhere else, correct?
I could have swore Gene, it had to be Gene.
You had one guy in jail, one guy somewhere else, and then one guy that he was training.
2 guys, I think, that he was training that day.
That's why he couldn't peel day.
off. Yeah, so he couldn't peel off.
So Wednesday, I was driving down the expressway around, I would think I was at like 5:15, getting closer to the airport.
AM, PM.
5:15 a.m.
Okay.
Before the show. And this motherfucking 50 or whatever the fuck he has is just going in and out of lanes.
What color?
Floors it by me. Black. I've seen Gene's truck before. I've seen it at Lowe's multiple times.
I think that's his old one.
Does he have a new one?
Yeah,
he drives it here now.
I think it's a blue one.
Is it? Well, listen, it's at night. Is it dark blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because his old truck was black. That wouldn't.
Okay, no, I know what you're saying, but at night, honestly, on an expressway, they don't have the greatest lights. But it looked like Gene driving it. I looked over and it was tinted out.
That was probably Gene.
And I'm like, oh, Gene's coming in today. That's right, sweet, awesome. I can't wait. And then he blows by me. I can't. He's shit. He blows by the exit. I'm like, oh, that's right. Gene doesn't get there at 5:30 like we do. He's going to get donuts. And next thing I know, I come in and I'm like, is Gene coming in? They're like, no. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? I'm like, I want to say, are you sure Gene's fucking driving? And I guess he had a lot of work to do or whatever. And I actually was pretty sad about that. Like, I actually was happy when I saw Gene blowing by me, going probably like 95 on the expressway, swerving in and out, because I like Gene. Gene's a great time. I like his opinions. I really wanted to hear his NASCAR takes. I think those would have been some great shorts.
Yeah, I think this would have been a good week for Gene, for sure. We could have got his thoughts on the wrestling deal, which hopefully we get into here shortly. But, yeah, I miss Gene this week as well. I think he's a really good fourth seat for the show. He fits in just so naturally. He's my favorite of the rotating guests that we have, and Tuttle being 2.
Yeah, like I look over at Gene and I sometimes, and I look at him, and you can just tell, like when Bubba's talking about a news story and he's looking up at the TV, his head's like just like, what the fuck is going on?
Most of the time he's sitting there thinking, Bubba told me to think about it,
That's what I'm saying.
Say it again.
Like you can see, like he's sitting there and he's thinking about it. He's like, what the fuck is going on? And
think about it again and don't say it.
He wants to say something and then he kind of then just stops.
Then I'll say it anyways.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what happens.
And then it freaks Bubba out.
Because,
he's got to dump him 2 or 3 times a show.
Gene's a great guest, and I would agree. Tuttle and I are closer, but as far as radio goes, I know Tuttle's the better radio professional, but as far as shocking and just getting a good laugh, Gene definitely gets me there.
And I think obviously our fans love Gene. I think I put up a poll on Twitter a couple months ago, and I just said, hey, who's your favorite Wednesday guest? And I think Gene ran away with it.
I'd believe it.
I think Taro is number 2, Tuttle 3, Tom Bean 4. But I think Tara and Tuttle are pretty close. But Gene he's just a regular everyday type of dude, and I think that's what our fans like about him. He just says what it is. He doesn't give a shit what anyone has to say about it. Obviously on the radio and YouTube and
he's an OG too. Someone brought up in chat.
Yeah.
He's been around for years, and him and Bubba go way back. And again, that relationship translating to being together in studio, putting together great radio, it comes naturally to Gene. He doesn't really have to think about it. He just says shit, and it's funny.
Exactly. And he's Realistically, back in the serious days, I mean, he was perfect for serious.
Oh, on an uncensored format?
Yeah, they complement each other really well. That's why, I mean, Bubba's been talking more and more about getting off the radio, so that'd be exciting.
239.
Hey, guys. Mike from Naples.
What's up, Mike from Naples?
Just living the dream. How you guys doing?
Great. What's up, Mike from Naples?
Well, just wanted to say, with the lack of guests, you guys, you really did do a pretty darn good job.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
And
Big E7375, $20. Please leave a thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up. And don't forget to vote BTLS411.com. You know what, Mike? That's a great point. Thank you so much. You know, Bubba's so great at what he does. He doesn't need guests. You know, he doesn't need stick, whatever the fucking word is. He doesn't need to create heat. He doesn't need to do all that kind of shit. He can read stories and be one of the greatest broadcasters ever.
But you know what Bubba would like to see?
You know what, Mike? Continue your point, please.
No, you're right. And the inner drama is more entertaining than anything.
Okay.
So
Mike,
hold on, Mike. Let me ask you a question then, Mike. Would you prefer to have seen, not prefer.
I'm sorry, hold on. Mike, are you still there? Mike, hello, Mike.
Yeah, Lummy had to get rid of you because Lummy's shaking in his boots over there.
No, I'm not shaking my boots. The fact of the matter is, Mike, great call, by the way. Yeah,
you finished it.
Show hasn't started till Mike calls in.
Yeah,
First
and that
off,
was fucking great. You know, telling you that he likes the inner show drama.
Colton, I'm going to have to turn the mic off here for a second. You need to calm down a little bit. The great Iggy McGillicuddy is even, talking about it. He said, tell him, Lummy. That's right. Because Bubba's a great broadcaster. Bubba doesn't need all that fake shtick, all that bullshit, bullshit radio does. I mean, Bubba went through was that Wednesday when he was breaking down that Seattle FM show, the prank calls, that bullshit. Do you remember?
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday.
And you're listening to it. Jable, yes. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, stand up Thursday or whatever the fuck it was, or catch her cheating and blah blah. And some people
doing
like
the
it.
Music at.
It was fake bullshit.
Yeah,
exactly.
is what it was.
But you know what? That guy can't sit here every single day and come up with content just off stories that CNN, ABC, Fox News, NBC. You're getting a point that people want to hear, and they love Bubba's take on a lot of things.
Correct.
So
but you also heard he finished his sentence with just saying heat within the BRN is always great.
Not when it's derived cheap
to you.
Fake heat.
To you.
What are you talking about? I always
not when it involves you.
Hey, Colton, why don't you settle down over there, big boy? Okay? And just calm down. Just because all of a sudden you're, Mr. Berto Perez, $10. Speak the truth, Lummy. Bubba is the.
Bubba is that damn good.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know if he was going to say something. They start out at damn.
I thought it was. So it was
did
the
I
other
too.
thing too.
So did I. Okay. I thank you, Brett. I'm glad you agree with me on that one. But yes, Bubba is that damn good. Exactly. And the whole thing is, Colton, you're. We could just dive into it real quick. I mean, I think there's even a lot more to talk about from this week's shows. And I think we haven't even talked about the Brett Favre interview on Friday that I thought was one of Bubba's best interviews. And if people says that he cuts off too many interviews, Bubba let Favre talk. There was times that you could tell Brett was trying to remember and think. I mean, he put out a documentary, Concussed, on concussions, and a person that has had a lot of concussions, and obviously not even close to Brett Favre or anyone that has played, a lot of football. Trying to get your thoughts together when you're on an interview, it's
like
right
Lummy
now.
trying to read Berto Perez's note.
Exactly.
Fuck off! I would love to see what you would have said on that one.
I'm the one that. Yeah, you're right.
But what I'm trying to say is that you saw like Brett trying to remember, and back in the day, Bubba would have like tried to either fill in what he was thinking, or be like, Brett's like, the Packers, we called in, Bubba would be like Z71, and you were talking to Andre Rison, blah blah blah. Like he let him talk, and a lot of people that weren't even NFL or Brett Favre fans really enjoyed the interview. You could see that Brett and Bubba were really gelling. And I thought it was a great interview. I mean, I don't know if you guys. I think Rhett, you agree with me on that one.
Yeah.
And Colt, I don't know if you heard it.
Of course, I did,
And I mean, honestly, I think it was one of Bubba's best interviews.
and I would agree.
And I know it's his third time being on. And I know the second time, I think he was on for like an hour and a half. The first time he was on for like 30, 40 minutes. This time, Brett didn't want to get off the phone because he had so much fun. And I can't wait. I almost want to try to book Favre for an after show with Bubba. Just Bubba and him.
Yeah.
And
No,
just
I
shoot
think-
the shit.
I think Favre on an uncensored platform is good. You know, last time I think he had the ability to do that was when they did the past Packers deal with Tony. And it's uncensored, but it's still a football podcast. But I think if you can get Brett Favre in here just shooting the shit. And I got to say, I hate giving these people credit, but chat's pretty good today. I keep fucking laughing.
Are you laughing at Bubba Army Grunt?
I'm laughing at quite a few people.
Lummy's going to give Colt a knuckle sandwich. Yeah, because you know what?
Brett
Colt-
Favre Skag made an appearance.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't.
Stop mentioning that. Stop.
I
Stop
didn't- I
mentioning
didn't-
that on. How many times I gotta tell you? Stop mentioning that on goddamn air.
That's
I-
a shit.
I
That's a
did-
Stop
shit.
mentioning the skag on the air.
Okay, babyface. All right, let's take a call. Yeah,
That's a
I saw that
shoot.
name too. 239. It's still in the works. It's still in the works,
Hey,
motherfucker.
man.
I'm in trouble.
Why'd you do me dirty?
Mike!
Yeah, no shit. Why did you do him
Mike!
dirty, Lum? Lummy claims he didn't hang up on you.
Oh, listen,
I was just gonna ask a question since so much time has passed. If it was in
Get it out
fact
there, big boy.
a great work by you when the infamous laptop smash. It was a work.
if that's what
Right?
you want, yeah, sure. Yeah, all right, Mike. I'm glad you got to figure it out,
Oh,
kid.
come on. Yeah, it's been so much time.
Mike, how long did it take
Really?
you? How long? You're probably a guy that still believes fucking Spice Boy jumped off the 6th fucking floor. Okay.
I knew it was a work when it was happening because I knew there was no way you would smash a good laptop as Stockholm as you are.
First off, it wasn't a
I
good
just
laptop
wanted to hear
at
it
the
over
time.
the air.
My laptop wasn't good at the time, and I
laptop was
I was
shit.
staring at.
I can attest, Lummy came back there at the time I was working next to somebody behind engineering, and Lummy would come back there probably once a week asking for a new laptop.
$20 snipe from Mike Thurman.
Mike, you know what? I do enjoy you, Mike. You are a great pool getter, but you know what? Mike Thurman always coming through when we need it, and you are sniped, Mike. I'm sorry, buddy. But hey, call for the Wednesday sports show because we'd love to hear from you, Mike. You're a great guy. I met you at the Kevin Hazlett pumpkin patch thing, I think.
Is that the laptop you ended up smashing?
Which one?
The one you were just talking about, the shitty one you had at the time.
Yeah. I did smash a shitty laptop. You are correct. And unfortunately, it took until Macho Man got here for me to get a new laptop. You know, I mean, I don't want to get into it. I mean, just because someone else that was working here that never used their computer for anything actually got a brand new $2,500 laptop, and I was still working on my $500 back in 2019 laptop. But you know what? It was a work computer, and I was greatly appreciative of just being able to use a laptop here for everything. So when
Fuck a laptop. You got the whole Death Star over here in
Yeah,
your
over,
corner.
now you're over here, exactly, sending
I
the
love
fucking
it.
rockets to space.
239.
Hey guys, this is Berto Perez. I'm sorry for that text and talks, man, but like you said, Bubba's that damn good. He doesn't need anybody.
Well, no, it was
Hey,
started out.
everybody.
No, you're good. It was started out though. So I was.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I guess my phone is Christian. I don't know. It's trying to keep me on the straight and narrow.
Well, I thought. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah.
He thought it was another 4-letter D word.
But thank you so much, Berto Perez. We appreciate the rant. And yes, you are correct. Bubba is that damn good. Bubba doesn't need guests. I mean, you got to think in the '90s with the Power Pig. I mean, even on Sirius, there was days that Bubba just can go on and he can be by himself. And Bubba's got so many interesting stories, and he can just take one topic and turn it into a whole segment. And whatever
Exactly.
the haters say, they can say Lummy's sucking his dick, but Bubba wouldn't be doing this for 40 fucking years, if he was horrible. So,
But Berto Perez, may I ask you something? If one of the members on the show had a video, do you think Bubba would want to see it?
Yeah, because
Okay.
you know why? It's great content in
Okay.
different ways. But also, too, you can always say, hey, Lummy could have said, hey, Bubba, I'm sorry, but you had a great interview with Brett Favre that day. I didn't want to mess up that momentum.
Yeah, I agree.
didn't wanna
exactly.
mix
And
I
then,
agree.
and then you listen. God bless. And I feel horrible. obviously what happened, obviously with Merch Crick, and I see Merch Crick and I feel so bad. Like I just want to give her a hug, but I feel awkward doing that, and I don't know why Tuttle's asking if I'm okay, but like Ashley made her a little basket and I gave it to her, and I just feel so horrible about what happened because I could never imagine that. And Bubba's going through it. Fuck off, Tuttle. And something that this week has just been hard for Bubba, and they're dealing with that. And this week, it actually almost worked out perfect where there wasn't guests, so Bubba can get some stuff off his chest and not have to prepare and do all these other things, and he can be with Merch Crick, and he can talk about the topics that he wants to talk about and get his mind off of that kind of stuff. And he had fun. He said he had fun.
Do you hear Tuttle in your head? Who are you talking to?
He's in chat.
Oh,
yeah. So no, but Berto, you're right. I mean,
shit's getting weird, dude.
People would have a lot of fun. And stop texting Tuttle over there, Colton. But I mean, Bubba is one of the best air personalities. I'm watching you on camera.
I know, but I'm not texting. What the fuck is going on?
Bubba is one of the best air personalities that couldn't have any co-host or anybody here or any guest and still put on an entertaining show no matter what.
That's what I mean, but you guys make him just as good as... I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong. He's great. I love the show. Like I said, I've been listening since the 90s, but now that he has a crew that can compliment him, he can do a lot more, and that's why I can't wait for him to go uncensored. I wish I had millions to go ahead and buy these radio stations to pretty much put him back on top. That's the whole thing in my mindset. One day I'm going to hit the lotto, and when I do, I'm telling you, I'm going to buy a radio station just in Tampa, even though I live in Fort Myers, just to put him back on top.
Put us on.
That's my mindset.
Put us on. You should put us down in Fort Myers too. There's a lot of good people. I mean, right now, there's 2 people on hold that have 239 numbers.
I'm telling you,
we're
guys
big
are
in Fort Myers.
Super popular over here.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Man, my Lexus has the bumper sticker on it. I should take a picture of it just to show you. I'm riding around the Lexus. People are like, why do you have that on there? I said, do me a favor, scan the code, and then go ahead and see what I'm talking about, or somebody who's that freaking good. I said, the whole thing is, you have to pretty much love a guy who can go ahead and speak the truth, show the truth, and have fun with it at the same time.
Exactly.
And all these haters that are trying to bring him down, once he gets on top, they ain't going to know stopping him. And that's why I'm glad that he's got you, Steph, Brett, Mott, Colton, Lummy, and all the ancillary shows. Like Colton was saying, somebody stole my credit, and I laughed my butt off. I'm like, man, I know how he's going through it. And it was at Busch Gardens when I lost my wallet.
Hey, Big E7375. Big E7375 said, does your Lexus have a Funko Pop?
Yes, it does. It actually has the Lummy Funko Pop on my dashboard.
There you go. See?
He jumps up and down.
You're the man, Berto.
Yeah, I keep it on there, trust me.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, if I can support the show in ways, I mean, I can't do it financially, but I'm going to go ahead and do what I can. Like, I'll spread the word like freaking herpes. I don't care.
Well,
People can look at me like I'm crazy. You believe in things? Yes, I believe in it because he's that good and he keeps me happy on these crazy roads.
Exactly. And Berto, we appreciate you, but next week I hope the Bucks beat the shit out of the Dolphins. But we're not going to get too deep into the sports talk.
I don't know. Your wife put that on Instagram, that nice screensaver that I have. I'm going to tell her thank you so much. That's why I said she's smart, beautiful, and everything, man.
Oh, yeah. By the way,
woman, like,
you want to talk about a little heat there. I mean, Colton fucking didn't bring that up, but Ashley had to post it because I guess she sent it to Rhett, and Rhett didn't even react to it.
Bullshit. She sent it to me.
I wonder how that feels.
Yeah, I don't know why you're name dropping me. I didn't receive anything, sir.
Oh, she said she sent it to you like a couple
Lummy's
days
just
ago.
trying to divert. Lummy, if you haven't noticed,
she
Lummy's been
might
shaking,
be-
stuttering, slurring all show. He's shaking in his boots.
She might be mistaken because
No.
I've got her number saved.
Hey, Rhett.
Why do you keep turning the mic, dude?
Because
Come
you're
on,
fucking
face
talking.
it.
I know. I'm talking to Rhett because this has been a problem because she sent you a lot of videos, right? And I know there's been times. So maybe she has your wrong number.
Yeah, I've never had a different number, so I don't know.
I know,
what
but
happened.
maybe she took it down because she's always like, "Did Rhett get my videos?" And I've asked you, and you're like, "No, I don't get anything. I haven't got anything."
Yeah, if it was stuff from like your if it was stuff from your birthday on, then no, I haven't gotten anything.
Yeah,
because I think that was around the last time I got.
So maybe
something
she
from her.
has it in her number wrong because she said she sent stuff to you and she asked me, she's like, Rick, get it? And I ask you, and you're like, no, I haven't gotten anything. So maybe I need to nip that one. See, Colton, this is how men talk. We don't text.
They turn off microphones.
Yeah, I do. We don't text other people.
That's how I talk. I mute you.
Berto, hold on. Berto, do you got anything else?
Oh, yeah. Also, too, I'm going to see if I can make that a shirt, man. If I make that a shirt and we beat you guys in preseason, I'm going to go ahead and just post it everywhere to have fun with it.
Perfect. Thank you. And,
all right, man. You guys have a good weekend.
You too,
and thanks
Berto.
for all the good content.
Have a good one, man. Actually, I did see a guy in the Veterans yesterday when I was driving down to see El Toro Loco because Monster Jam's here this weekend.
Yeah, Gravedigger was out there too.
Gravedigger was Walmart in Wesley Chapel Wednesday, and then Walker's favorite monster truck is El Toro Loco. So before swim, we drove down to West Shore Mall, which, by the way, traffic was absolutely atrocious.
Loco.
And he loved it. He was like, oh, my God. But
Loco.
on the way down, there's a pressure washer company that had the Bubba Army sticker, which I tried to get his information down. I need to get pressure washing, but I couldn't get it. He kind of drove by me quick. And I was trying to do a Colton too. Like, Colton's good at it when he sees a sticker, stop. You know, we didn't catch any lights, but he was pretty quick. I was trying not to speed to get a ticket, obviously. But then there was another, it was an AC truck that had a Bubba Army sticker. So two Bubba Army sticker. One, the pressure washer guy had the QR code. So that was new. The AC truck, box truck, had like an old school one, and I had a bunch in my truck. I tried to catch him too. I was already 10 minutes late, so I couldn't really follow him past the Kennedy exit.
You guys were on tour this week, just monster jamming everywhere.
And then Saturday, we're going to really mark out to it. But
is it at Amalie or is it at the stadium?
Amalie Arena.
Is that the better
nice.
place to be? It's got AC, right?
No. It is not. They don't bring the stars out.
Yeah, stadium's
But is there at least
where it's
AC?
at.
Yes.
Yeah, there is AC, but I mean, honestly, when they do it, do they still do it around January, February every year? Yeah.
Yes. Raymond James, we went there last year. Unbelievable. The weather was perfect, and it's a bigger track. They bring the stars,
and they'll
out
actually
there.
do like backflips and shit. They won't do all that.
They can do backflips in the arena, but there's no dirt. They aren't going as high up in the air, and you're not seeing.
There's a little dirt. There's still a little dirt.
Is there a little? Okay.
Yeah, but it's like you're saying, they have like one ramp area, maybe two.
It's usually like one big giant kicker box.
Yep.
In the
exactly.
middle, and they have like a backflip ramp on it, and then they got another ramp you can go over the middle.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So you're 100% right. And then they get the little BMX guys that come out and the thing, but it's not as good. It's more just seeing it. And listen, for a 2-year-old who loves monster trucks and knows somehow every fucking monster truck there is, by name, it's perfect. But we are going to be going to Monster Jam. I think it's February, and of course,
monster trucks are fucking awesome.
We
man.
used to get free tickets and have that thing. I need to reach out to the people, see if Caveman can send me that info and reach out to him.
Good luck. No, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not like on you, like getting stuff from Caveman's like pulling teeth sometimes. Sorry, I'm just being honest. I've had a hard time getting stuff from him a few times.
McGillicuddy $10 on Colton Cash. I don't know why you wasted that, but 902.
Hey, Champ, how you doing?
What's up, Tampa? What's up, Tampa?
Hey, first of all, great shows this week. Second of all, heard you guys talking about the haters earlier, brother. First of all, you got haters, you're doing something good. And second of all, I told the guys I wasn't going to do this, but I don't know if you guys know this already, so I'm going to let you in on the biggest open secret in the Bubba Army right now, bro. And that is that there's a guy from your past who's been going on a website called Fiverr where you can hire cheap Indian freelance workers, and he's hiring trolls off of Fiverr. And I wasn't even going to say anything, bro, but I've seen enough screenshots and everything now. It's Todd MJ Schnitt, bro, who's organizing a lot of these trolls. That's the biggest secret going on right now, bro.
Really? Okay. Well, thank you, Tampa Terry.
Tampa Terry, can I ask you something?
Yeah. I got a couple questions too after Colton.
No, go ahead, Rhett.
No, I was just going to see, do you have any evidence you can bring forth? You're talking about the screenshots that you've seen. I mean, if you've got substantial evidence you can bring forth, then I'd be more inclined to believe you.
You know what? I can provide that, bro. And also, hey, I've been following, MJ on Instagram, bro, and he's looking pretty jacked these days, bro. I'll just say he's looking pretty jacked. He's looking big. I don't know what he's trying to do, bro.
He's not as big as Lummy.
Well, what am I gonna do?
I've seen you wrestle. I mean, I've seen you wrestle.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else.
Anyway, Tampa Terry, Colton look at fucking bony armed over there, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'll just punch him in his heart.
Oh my god.
But got anything else, Tampa Terry?
No, that's it, brother. Hey, God bless.
Hey,
Have a
Tampa Terry.
great week.
Thank you for being a great Canadian.
Oh, hey, thank you. And you know what? Now I got my American citizenship recently, brother, so I'm a dual citizen now, so now I can talk shit to both countries.
Congratulations, Terry.
Congratulations, Tampa Terry.
Been a long time coming. Nobody else clapped.
Do we know if he's being serious, though? Do we know if
yeah.
he's being real?
Listen, you know what? You know what that makes Tampa Terry because he's getting out of Canada?
Freedom.
He has freedom.
Freedom.
He has freedom to get out of that
Terror
country in Canada. So thank you, Tampa Terry. Can't wait to have you cross the border and vote.
And start paying for health care, you fucking freeloader.
And get that goddamn rid of that bag milk. That's gone too. We don't got that shit down here.
Hey, I'll bring some down with me.
Don't.
Perfect. I can't wait to meet you, Tampa Terry.
Get some microplastics in you.
Thank you, Tampa Terry.
God bless.
It's an interesting development, Lummox.
Yeah, 413. How's it going?
Lummox, is Joe the Supermark.
Here's a real American hero right here. What's up, Joe the Supermark?
Number one, just real quick, I wanted to say that there's a lot of people that ask questions in chat. They want to know where they send their pictures to get their pictures on the screen, and it's BubbaArmyPics@gmail.com.
Yes,
Nobody else ever answers them when they ask. So
I put it in chat. When I see it, I put it up there.
Yeah, I know, but you're busy hosting right now, so you don't have time to monitor
Oh,
chat
you mean,
like
today. Iggy McGillicuddy, $10 for the filthy funds. Look at that.
So my big question is, can we please get into the wrestling stuff? It's 6 days later, man. I don't know anything about what happened. I need to know.
So,
Mike Thurman,
clearly,
$20. Thank you, Joe.
Joe the Supermarket
Appreciate
heard
it.
Lorna the Stoner, and I kind of peeled back some.
Okay, calm down. Listen,
some information. Wait, calm down.
Colton, all fucking week, you have literally been trying to program the goddamn show.
Wrong.
Really? Right, how many text messages have you got all week?
About, I asked, did you talk?
Hey, Dr. Dan,
Okay.
I asked Rhett.
I'd have to check. You call him Dan.
Bubba says Dr. Dan interrupts, sometimes too much.
So, you're a question. I'm questioning you.
I got.
Did you get to CCW? Question mark.
I got 5.
5 text messages. So, you know what? Maybe Seth wasn't too fucking off when he said you were riding his balls about the bonus you were supposed to get on the video.
Oh, don't even bring that up. That's already been fucking handled. And we realized that shit got out of hand. Don't even try to fucking bring that into this.
Oh, you're trying to be like Kamal Harris?
No.
You say something one day and now you can't bring it up from the past? Huh?
That's not the same issue.
Oh, it's the same issue.
We're talking about the issue of me going
I can make
to
it
get
an issue.
Why
You
would
know
make
what?
some-
Everyone's got to be like I pick on Colin. I'm not mad at Colin. I know what Tuttle was trying to do in chat. It's not cheap. Yeah, it is cheap heat. You are correct, Tuttle. Colton is trying to bring cheap heat. You know what, Tuttle? You are 100% correct. And I can't wait to throw the baseball with you, buddy. And I can't wait to turn my jug machine up 20 miles an hour and make you fucking throw 90 miles an hour. Because you know what, Tuttle? You are right. Colin is bringing cheap heat.
Would you
Cheap
like for us to
heat.
discuss now back and forth like men, or are you going to keep turning my mic off?
I didn't turn your mic. I haven't turned your mic off.
Oh, Camilla, you got to bring that up. They're never turn the mic off.
Oh, I turned your mic off earlier because you were
Okay.
interrupting our
So here we go.
Hold on. The show is the wrap-up show with Lummy, Rhett, and Colton. Okay? It's Lummy, Rhett, and Colton. So when Rhett was making a point, I wanted the fans that love Rhett to hear his intellectual content that he was bringing to the show and his expression. And Rhett, thank you so much.
I do what I can. I'm here to play a role.
Yes, exactly. And Colton was trying to take away the content that you were trying to bring and make it about himself. And the last couple of weeks, that's what Colton has been doing. And I love Colton. I love when Colton is not too busy riding his motorcycle or literally gets getting so fucking high that he can't see out of his garage, hanging out. Actually, I like when he gets high too. It's actually kind of funny. But I love hanging out with Colton. But he's kind of getting a big head. And I can see him over there right now thinking, and he's waiting to talk. and he's going to tell me, "Are you done talking?" Because I had let you talk the whole time. And Wordy 2021 $5 Colton Rock. Seth is F boy. Okay. Well, Seth is cool as fuck, and Colton even knows that Seth is cool as fuck because that's why instead of coming to, he did come to Rhett and I, but he didn't
just
trust.
spoke about 5 text messages. So don't say I didn't come to you all.
But he didn't trust our decision making on how we would handle the show. That he had to then go and text Seth, which is fine because Seth, he brings content. I love Seth. Seth is an executive producer.
So then, what are you getting at here?
You're a bitch.
For what?
You're a bitch that you couldn't wait for me, the main person on it, and my decision making with Rhett.
Okay, Lummy, this is the
totally
thing.
fine.
If it was anybody else,
I don't know why you keep with Rhett.
Yeah, I don't know why you
Rhett.
keep throwing Rhett in there either.
Sorry, this isn't my heat, Warren. Like I said, I'm a role player. I did what I had to do, which is get the video up on YouTube.
Rhett. I'm not trying to bury you. What I'm trying to say is that you actually you listen, you were cool when I was like, hey, can you just not listen until I bring it up?
Yeah,
you didn't just try to bury me and because
I was on the group. I was on the group text. I was talking to Colton this week. I understand.
How many times?
Lummy, if it was anybody else at the BRN that had content of them wrestling, that would get to
wasn't wrestling. But hold on.
What do you mean doing wrestling? Yes, you were wrestling.
Colton.
I have video of it.
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Rhett, I'm going to tell you something right now. How many times did I say, let's fill out Bubba? Let's see how he's feeling in the morning.
This was a great week to get it in at some point. All I was saying was you had no Dr. Dan Monday, Tuesday.
Maybe Bubba wanted to just talk about what was going on and have it on. I don't need to just insert myself and fucking make a content like you try to do by making some other bullshit stuff and just make it about me.
There's no bullshit stuff, Lummy. Bubba has said it several times that if there's video, if you ever wrestle, he wants footage of it. We went and got footage of it. Thank you, Daniel Rose, for allowing us access. I went ringside to get the footage. Gary Cantrell did all the editing. Rhett did his YouTube magic. You had to be the talent. You did all the work. We did all this. Bubba wants to see you wrestle. If we have video of you wrestling, why would we not provide that to Bubba?
I understand that. But you know what? The next match is September 13th when they're going to do a steel cage match. There's time to let it kind of marinate. Bubba went through and Merge Crick went through a very tragic moment.
No one's defeating,
Cohen, will you tell me you're going to tell me what I was thinking? Because I was even expressing it on the text. And like I said, Rhett, when I say we're in the morning meetings and you understood, I said, hey, man, just let me wait until I feel hear how Bubba's doing.
Oh, yeah, couple audibles this week, couple things we'd have meetings about. And
I'll admit to it. I said, let me just see every morning how, and then when Gene didn't come in, I was like, Gene kind of lightens the mood a little bit. He kind of says how it is. And then I'm like, okay, well, because it was a last minute wrestling thing, I feel that Bubba would have probably taken a shit on it.
So you didn't want to play. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're not listening.
Bubba's going to get mad at you, so you didn't bring it up. But if it's anybody else, shit would have been brought up.
You're not listening. You're not listening at all, Colin. And that's why we got to go 352. You need to sit back and listen to what 352 has to say. What's up, 352?
What's going on in Florida Audio? This is Evan. What's going on, guys?
What's up, Florida Audio? How you going?
Good, man. Hey, man, love the show, love the dynamic. Quick question, on the sports show and stuff like that, I'm just kind of getting back into, the Hard Rock gambling app. Are y'all willing, you and Rhett willing to, start, going over predictions and, for people that want to, do betting and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. We did that last year. We'll do it again this year. I mean, realistically, we're not promoting preseason betting. To be honest, I get that. It's like spring training baseball.
Cool. That was my only question, guys. And I'm going to send y'all some hats, some other patches and stuff like that.
Oh, sweet.
Sent me the logo a while back, so I got a care package coming to y'all. I appreciate everything. So,
thank you, man.
Good work, fellas.
Thanks, man.
Florida Audio out of Ocala.
Exactly, man. Great guy. See, he was able to calm me down, Colton, a little bit. If you let me talk. We come in here, we feel how we can tell how Bubba is feeling.
Yeah, free stuff calms him down.
Exactly.
It's the 25% Jew in me, which I did find out it is 25%.
Okay, see, perfect. I know. And I brought that up on 199, just like I saved you a pancake because it was free. I knew you'd eat it.
Yeah, it's 25%. It's official.
Yeah. Well, look, today I knew it was the day. I think I even told you, I was like, yeah, let's just do it Friday. And it was jumped the gun by Seth, so it looked like I was hiding it from Bubba. But like I said, I texted you guys and was like, well, let's just see how Bubba's going after this weekend. I don't want to, try to this and hijack. And I just want to, like, maybe he wants to get out all about the merch correct Monday and Tuesday. I'm like, you know what? I think Gene will put it over. So I have at least someone that's going to go, yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's pretty awesome. And sound like Jay Leno there.
Why couldn't? Go ahead. Sorry.
So I, at the time, got an audible because I feel like I fucked up on that video, on the wrestling thing.
So then why wouldn't you tell me that? Is what I'm getting at.
I did.
Like your communication with me.
I did before you left.
Didn't, dude.
I did.
Your communication with me was poor. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, no, I'm just trying to say is like, like when I found out about everything and then I found out they lost a tag team championship belt. They got the tag team championship belt from these like huge, because Rhett and I talked about it on Wednesday and I'm like, hey, I just got invited. They're asking me to join this thing. And I'm like, I don't know what the angle is. I don't know. I mean, if you listen to the sports show, we both broke it down for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, I don't know what my angle is going to be. I mean, these guys are the tag team champions. Well, they threw this whole swerve in on Friday that I didn't know about, and then Saturday they're like, we need you here. And I was working here with Bubba. Didn't see you here, Colton.
Correct.
But
and then Rhett couldn't make it, so I came down last minute. I mean, it was all. I get it was last minute. That's not what I'm.
No, I'm talking about I was working here
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you weren't here.
Correct.
So I'm saying is that like, I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then they were telling me the angle kind of at the time. And I'm like, all right, I got to be there. Well, Saturday we were not on the air, so we can't fucking talk about it. And I'm like, I didn't promote it because I almost thought about not doing it when I was like, I'm just going to stand around and like, we didn't get a babysitter in time and I don't want to go by myself. And I invited nobody, none of my friends or anything. So it would have been just me out there, probably getting my ass booed because I'm a heel.
Regardless of what happens, is that not content for the show?
It is. But like I said,
so I know you didn't think it went well, but you should still have submitted it, is what I'm saying. Or if you didn't want it submitted, you should have communicated that to me.
Oh, I had no problem
I would have never
submitting it.
spoke about it.
Hold on, motherfucker. I had no problem submitting it. And Mark from Tarpon, $100. Let me heat money. That's
You're
right.
in a little bit of heat, dude. Like, you just...
We're
cool. I love the fuck out of you,
fuck
but
you,
like straight up,
no.
dude, you should have fucking...
No, you know what I have heat
real,
about?
dude.
No, you need to fucking shut the fuck up for a second. You fucking not listening. And Rhett, what I'm trying to say is I'm not bringing you into this because you have nothing to do with the decision making. You listen to me. I really appreciate that. I really do. Mike Thurman, $20. And by the way, this is for Mark from Tarpon. Thank you so much for $100. I love you, buddy. And Mike Thurman and Wordy and everyone. Thank you. But you kind of not taking you not listening to my lead on it.
There was no. That's what I'm explaining to you.
You having
there
to
was
fucking
no
text
lead.
someone
You
else.
didn't communicate shit to me.
You had to text someone else on the fucking show to bring it up when I had a plan. It's not your fucking. It's not your
plan
content.
Of what? Communicate that is what I'm explaining to you.
I
you
did.
didn't communicate. No, you didn't.
I said
You just said right now is the first time that I've heard you flat out say to me, I didn't think that it was that good and I didn't like it. That's what you said. That's the first time I've heard you say something like that.
No, listen.
Yes, it is.
Hold on. But what gives you the motherfucking right to then text someone else on the show?
There's no right. It's literally, I texted you guys.
Did you feel like because you videoed it that you had to fucking bring it up?
No, I feel like
I invited you. I didn't want you to tape. I didn't need you to tape. I invited you because at the time, Ashley likes hanging out with you and your girlfriend. Okay. And at the time, she found a babysitter. She had no one to go with. And I was like, let me text Colton and see if he wants to go with your girlfriend. And I'm like, then Ashley can hang out with your girlfriend and kind of like have a little, because, before the fucking
they can have a little girl moment.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you don't give a shit. You just get fucking high and stoned and just fucking hang out.
I'll figure it out, yeah.
So I'm like, so I asked you and you said, let me talk to your girlfriend. Or Shelby. I don't know if you tell her.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
No, you're
good.
So,
and then all of a sudden, I'm thinking, all right, Red may come, whatever. And he didn't, but then, which is not a big deal. But then I even asked you on Saturday, I was like, hey, man, this thing kind of turned in. Are you going to come? And you're like, well, I am a cheap motherfucker. Yep. So I worked in 2 free tickets, not asking you to tape. So I wasn't asking it. I just wanted you to come and enjoy. And I kind of wanted people in the crowd that like me because I was like, God, Colton will kind of just hang out. He's not going to call me a motherfucker or stupid piece of shit because Ashley will tape. And I just wanted you to hang out. And I wanted Ashley to be hanging out with Shelby and just, kind of hang out that we don't really get to do a lot, even though we live like 3 miles away. So,
and Lum, I would agree with you, but I have to say like you did not communicate any of that.
I feel like you got upset because your 25% Jewish part came out and you're like, I went over there and I did work and I want recognition.
No.
And maybe I want a little bit of money.
No,
for the
that's
recognition.
Wrong. You're literally going down the wrong path.
Well, let's go with 386.
Hey, Lummy, great show. Just wanted to call in and
what's up, Toto? Great call.
A little bit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just a little concerned, man. I consider you a really, really good friend and stuff, and I'm just a little worried about you, and just wanted you to know that I'm always here if you need to talk and stuff.
Yeah, you too, Toto.
All right,
Toto, are you upset that I didn't?
Like,
are you upset that I didn't reach out and invite you to the wrestling event?
Oh, I wouldn't have come.
Well, fuck you, Toto.
It was so last minute, dude. How was he gonna make it?
It's a long ride.
Yeah.
And I would have loved to have seen you wrestle. I
didn't wrestle.
Yes, you did.
Fuck off, Colin.
What the fuck?
We haven't seen the video yet. I didn't wrestle. Toto, what's up, buddy? How you doing? You want to throw a ball with me?
That's what's bullshit,
man,
dude. You wrestled, and if anybody else in the building did it, you would have made sure that fucking content got to Bubba. But because you didn't like the outcome of the event, you didn't want to get it to Bubba.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I gave. Can I just speak a little? I mean, even though I know a bit shitty, I will give it to Bubba because everybody on the show making fun of it is good content.
Hey, Toto.
Correct.
Would you not agree?
Yes, but Toto, Rhett, was the video on YouTube in the back end?
Yeah.
Was
since Monday.
I hiding it from the back end?
No.
Okay, so the video is up since what, Monday?
Yeah, well, 2 copies of the video, actually. We had one that was specifically edited to be clean for air.
Okay, and you know what Bubba does sometimes, or a good amount of times, is he goes in the back end and he sees what's going on.
You know what else happens?
If he's looking,
Lumix will tell him that there's fucking content up there.
If he looks to have a crutch, which Bubba doesn't need, he'll go to the YouTube to look.
Whatever,
he didn't need that at the time.
You fucking have all excuses under the sun.
Mike Thurman, 190. Mike Thurman, 199 for the loaner in the trailer. Jesus Christ, Mike.
Hey, $1.99.
Yeah, $1.99. Thank you.
Nothing to sneeze at.
No.
I'm just saying, it was all for the betterment of the show. There's nothing to do with money. It was just the fact that Bubba has said several times on the air, if there's ever footage of Lumix wrestling, he wants it. We went and got it, and now here we are.
Yeah, Colton, listen, Tuttle. The only thing I don't like, and I'm sure that you're going to disagree, is Colton's an arc. That's it. Colton literally went and told Seth to try to bring heat. That's what it is. He tried to bring heat, and I was ready to talk about it today, but I just didn't like how Colton decided he wanted to juggle some other balls. So that's it.
I really, for some reason, I maybe I don't know the whole story, but it feels like you have a lot of hate and anger towards Colton today, and I think it's unwarranted.
No, I started tearing up when I was talking about how Colton and I don't hang out as much anymore, and we live so close. And I ask Colton sometimes on the weekends, what's he doing? And he's a busy guy, and I just wanted him to be there and kind of hang out. And then I really appreciated him coming and doing what he was doing, and I really wanted to get him a hug. I mean, he got a free T-shirt, and but it was genuine, just kind of hanging out. And it's not like I went there and didn't wear a Bubba Army or anyone knew that I was with the Bubba the Love Sponge show. I had a man in the crowd tell me to go fuck myself, and I looked at him and I said, that's not nice. And he said, well, you work for Bubba, so go fuck yourself. And I was like, see, so people knew that I wasn't ashamed of the show or trying to do anything behind anything's back, because I wouldn't have invited Rhett and Colton. And then when Rhett put it up on Monday, like it was a whole you got me moment. It was just feeling it out. And I felt like Colton.
What are you saying right
now?
now?
And Colton wanted to.
What the fuck are you even saying, dude?
Did you suffer a head injury?
No shit, dude. What the fuck is going on?
No, like literally, it sounds like you're about to have a stroke, a heavy burdation on the air right now. Like,
what are you talking about? I'm telling you how I'm feeling.
You're rambling. The whole show, you've been rambling.
Tuttle. Go get some business.
I love you, Lummy. That's
Love
why
you
I'm
too,
calling.
Tuttle. All right, let's go 239. Sorry, Tuttle.
This
We're
is
up against the break.
This is Dark Match, Mike from Naples.
Horrible impersonation, but what's up, buddy?
Did you guys read the 1986 paper about Reagan?
Oh, Rhett, where do you think this guy's going?
I don't know.
Colton, do you know where this guy's going?
No, I mean, no. Hanging up on him?
I didn't hang up on him.
Oh, I said we should have.
He hung up on himself.
Even
I'm
better.
not using. Hold on. I'm not using Colton as a punching bag. I don't really give two shits. The video is up. You could say I used Bubba's feelings on it, and I'm concussed. So whatever. I just felt that it wasn't the time, and I was gonna at that point promote the next one. Colton may or may not be getting free tickets for the next one. Not that he'll show up anyhow. Red, are you gonna come?
Yeah,
it's a cage match.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
They're gonna throw you off the top.
I don't know what my role will be at that point.
You better go see it because you won't be able to see it on video.
I'm sure
he claims
I'll be there.
And after he wrestles,
there.
he'll claim he didn't wrestle.
I didn't really wrestle.
Lummy, you did a run-in. You wrestled.
That's not really wrestling, in my opinion.
Lummy, you ran in the ring.
I think you
smacked
hustled
somebody with a
three.
chair.
Oof.
Like you did a bunch of things that
Well,
people
don't
want to
look-
see.
Yeah, and it's gonna be that. Thank you.
Stuff that Bubba would have loved to have seen.
He's going to see it.
You want to play it here on the show?
No, that will not be a good moment if Bubba does not. Bubba's
Well,
gonna
it'll
wanna
be
play it
out.
first.
Bubba's gonna want to play. So what Lummy's saying is Bubba's gonna want to play it first. Bubba's gonna want to see
He
it.
was gonna play it today, buddy. But guess what?
Well, it's gonna be out today regardless. I think
Yeah, and
enough
then Bubba
time
can
has
talk about
passed,
it.
enough mention on the air. I mean, we didn't really talk about it with Bubba.
But Bubba,
on the air today.
no, not on the air, but before the show, he wanted to talk about it. Because Colin blew in a phone call.
So what you're saying was, had that phone call not happened, it wasn't going to get talked
No,
about.
that is not correct. I was actually going to bring it up. But
Okay.
but Bubba goes down the line of chairs. He goes, Seth, and Rhett's over there on the couch. Macho Man's there, and then I come last. And I was going to bring it up because it was a Friday, and I was going to let Rhett play it over the weekend. But, Seth brought it up, and it's fine. It's not a big deal. Like, the video was up there, and...
It's not a big deal, but if, just going back to counterpoints that you've told me so far on this show, if it didn't go the way you want and you didn't want it out there, you should have communicated.
Hold on,
that to
I have
me.
no problem with the video. I think Rhett and Gary Cantrell did a great job. You did a great job recording it. You did a great job on everything you did, Colin.
All I did was
And I
record,
appreciate
dude.
it. Yeah, I know.
Daniel
You did a
Rose was the
great
one
job.
that let us in. Gary Cantrell did all the editing. Rhett did all the YouTube magic. You were the talent.
And they did
like I said,
great.
I was only, whatever that is, 15% of the project.
And it was a great job. And I really appreciate it. I just didn't like the way you went about it, Colin.
Yeah, well, you should have communicated that to me because I had no idea. But then again, your communication is not the best. So, I mean, if we're
So
going
you
to...
should expect that from me. I got Tuttle
You're
fucking
right.
calling me up saying
You're
that
right.
sounds like
I
I'm
should've.
concussed. And all I was saying is that when I was there in the wrestling ring, and it's not like I was burying Bubba, and I had this man that I really wanted to say something to because he was with a bunch of other people that were just mean, and I'm, a racist person. He said, he told me, fuck Bubba. And so he knew I was with Bubba. He knew I was on the show. So it's not like I was hiding and wearing a mask,
I'm not talking about... okay.
Hey, Colton, you know what? I'm going to see if I can get you in the ring.
I don't
You and
want to go in the ring. No, I'm
you
good.
and
You remember what that guy looked like?
Yeah.
What did he look like?
He had glasses on. He was
He had a
white.
long beard.
No, he did not.
What
Okay.
side of the ring was he on?
When we walk in.
Was there a guy with him that had a long beard?
To
I
my
don't know
back
about that.
when I was recording you?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
being a dick. Like to my back when I did the video, he
I
was right
don't-
behind me.
To be honest with you, I don't know. You know where I
Because
said,
I know what he drives. I saw
the
that guy get in the
fuck,
parking lot. I swear.
Hey, I just want to confirm that we're talking about it. Colton, did you see the guys? You know what he's talking about?
If this is the same guy he's talking about that was behind me, I know what he drives. If that helps.
So the guy behind you was also like, hey, fuck you.
If that was the guy, I didn't hear that because he didn't want. So
So you know when you walk into the ring, right?
Yes.
When I stood there like a complete fucking dumbass because I went out. I was so eager to go out there.
Lummy, I'm gonna come show you.
I don't think it's the one I saw. It might be the same one. If so, it's not the same guy that I saw.
But he was to my immediate left. He was in the front row.
When you walk out to your immediate left. No, I don't. That's not the guy I was thinking of.
And he was sitting there, and I remember he was just like going to town. I'm like, geez, that's not nice. He's like, yeah, nice.
And you see, when did all that happen? When you first walked out, or before you walked out, or when?
When they just jumped in the ring and were getting their ass pounded.
Okay, because I didn't hear any of
She
this.
probably liked.
Because Rhett's coming up to you now. He just got up the entryway.
Let's see.
Because I didn't hear any of this. Rhett's showing Lummy the photo now to see if this is the guy.
No, that's not him. Okay. Yeah, he was like. Yeah, no, it's not him.
So it's not.
Why is that guy a big? Is that guy a big douche?
They just don't like Bubba.
And he was at the event for sure.
Yeah, they're big marks for
okay.
in the bone. They're usually at all those CCW things.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of people telling me when I was walking around, tell me to go fuck myself. But I mean, whatever.
Not a lot, dude.
People just say that to you normally, anyways.
Yeah, exactly, especially when I'm wearing my Bubba Army shirt. But you know what? There's a lot of people that love the Bubba Army. So Colton, listen, I appreciate you. I will never be inviting you back to another wrestling event. I'm just saying, and I know that everyone's probably going to call me a big baby, but no, it's just one of those things where I was surprised to hear it this morning. Coming from someone else. I thought we were boys.
Me too. That's why I'm sad that you couldn't have communicated this better with me.
Red understood it.
Well, I'm not in the meetings every morning, so you should communicate that with me.
What was your favorite part of the show? All the shows this week, Colton?
We didn't get to it.
What?
We didn't get to it.
Oh, the wrestling thing? Jesus Christ, you're such a dick. Rhett, what was your favorite? I mean, did you enjoy not having anyone in, like guest or like anyone on the Wednesday show?
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, again, I think I like having a fourth person. I like when it's just the boys. I like when it is you, Seth, and Bubba in studio, but I really like having a fourth person. One, because it makes it easier to fill up on the camera. From our end.
You gotta remember, Rhett's from the behind the glass.
Yeah, and two, I feel like there's just certain people who complement the show very well, where they don't have to do anything intensive. You almost don't even notice they're there, but they fit in so perfectly. And again, Gene Lasker and Tuttle, I think, are the two best at doing that. So I did miss having either one of those guys this week.
Of which next week is Tuttle, is that correct?
Yes, it is. I can't wait. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Is he? They talked about this this week. Colton, is he supposed to have content for Bubba?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah,
that bingo thing happening.
And I did text him that.
He'll probably give it to him next month. That's the school of training around here. But yeah, he'll have something
next month.
Well,
My video is up on fucking YouTube, dickhead.
But yes, Tuttle is supposed to have some type of video content for Bubba every time.
Cole, let me ask you, are you kind of wanting to get on a Wednesday rotation too?
No, I've been content with Loner and Stoner and weekly with you guys.
But there's no way that, like, how you got Operation Pigmentation coming in 2 weeks.
I mean, if
on the Wednesday show,
if Bubba would like me to, then of course. But like, if you're asking me, I'm not asking for it. No, like, I'm content with what I have.
Oh, I didn't know if you were going to text someone and see if you could get on that Wednesday show.
No, once again,
I'm
I'm content with what I have. The Loner and Stoner every Wednesday, and then obviously weekly wrap up show on Fridays.
Okay, I'm just asking. I think you'd be great. Neil Mount Plaisir, $20. Go Pack Go, and go Colton Fund. There you go, Colton. Listen, I think you'd be great on Wednesdays.
Well, thank you.
I think you'd be great sitting there on Wednesday. I remember back in the day, 18, when Bubba had you in a couple of times, sitting there on the mic the whole time.
It is such a different feeling to the point where, it's nerve-wracking. It really is. Being inside this studio when Bubba's on the air, you're up there with the legend. It's definitely a little nerve-wracking, for sure.
And did you like it or no?
Most of the time, yeah. But of course, it can be nerve-wracking. When the heat's on you, it's...
Oh, interesting. Brett, have you been in the studio to... Like for a full show?
No, not for the main show. Usually just for these shows.
Oh, okay.
If I've ever sat in on the main show, it was just for a segment or two.
See, Rhett's perfect back there too because he just has the mic here and there. He can chime in when he wants. He's not kind of under the microscope. So is that how you feel, Cole, when you were in here?
Of course, and I know that's how you feel. That's how Seth. That's how everybody feels when you're in here in the main show. These four walls, it's nerve-wracking. You feel as if you're under a microscope. You got to get your quick wits in quick. It's definitely a different feeling, for damn sure. I mean, and 100% props to everybody that does that on the main show, 6 to 10 a.m. every day.
When's the next Secret Rock show, Rhett?
Tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow night. But we'll definitely do one, if not two, this weekend. I didn't get to it last weekend, and you got to make up for it.
You really killed on that thing, man. I tune in every once in a while. It's pretty good.
I appreciate it, Lummy. I'm glad that you like that angry type of music. We try to mix it up. I think.
Well, I was gonna say, like you mix it up really well.
Well, last week, if you were listening last week, it was all fucking T-Quest stuff. So I didn't have to.
T-Quest power hour.
Yeah, last weekend it was cool because I had like literally 10 T-Quest things ready to go, 12 hours of T-Quest, and I just put it on and left the house.
No, you didn't leave.
Great.
You were there interacting.
Oh, I was on my phone. I was in chat on my phone, which is really cool. Appreciate Rumble being the platform that we can do that on. One of the only platforms that we're going to be able to do that on and not get any notices or worldwide blockages because of copyright because you played a Neil Diamond song.
Yeah, no, you do a really good job on that, and I
thank you.
I need to get those 10 because I know a lot of people like the T-Quest, but I think a lot of people like that. You bring up some really random shit on the rock show, like the rock show that you don't really hear much on the radio.
Well, then sometimes we throw in some old Bubba breaks too, which is my favorite part. I can go look at the old CDs or whatever's available, whatever we've got in our NOS drive too. I can grab old 98 Rock air checks and put them in, and those are usually pretty fun too.
So you're thinking Friday what or tonight? I guess at 8, 9 o'clock.
Probably earlier. I might start at 5, 6 o'clock, maybe just before 5 p.m. so people can drive home. I think we'll try and do a long one today.
Are you thinking T-Quest or are you going to do up your own little mix?
Probably my own stuff. We'll bounce around. We'll do requests this week because we couldn't do it with the T-Quest stuff a couple weeks ago.
Well, obviously, yeah, you were driving around having fun.
I appreciate the positive response. I'm glad people like it. People interact with it. Maybe today we'll turn the phones on. People can potentially call in. Last time I had the phones on, Joe called in like 8 times. So, I do like people interacting, and hopefully we can get some more of that. So appreciate everybody.
Now, Colton, real quick, before we go, did you hear today Bubba talking about the old days, the TLC days?
Yeah, a little bit.
And asking if I wanted to pop into a Loner and Stoner, like an old school TLC.
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
I don't know. I was going to ask you, like, do you think that it wouldn't have the same feeling if we all weren't in the same room?
No, I mean, slightly, but I think it's worth it.
Mike Thurman, $20.
Can I ask where you would do it from? Or would you be able to come over to my place and just do it with me through the board, and then we can dial in Tuttle?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like now...
I'd love to have you. I'd have a Sprite Zero waiting for you.
Right.
Free.
Wow.
Yeah. How you like that?
That must be your 75%.
Yeah. That's my other 75%.
No, but I feel like Tuttle at this point, like before, Tuttle had different heat. Now I feel like he has a little heat because I've attacked you a little bit. No, I mean, I didn't really attack you. I mean,
we didn't attack, dude. Like, if we're gonna be honest, we are wrapping up the show. I'm just gonna shoot you fucking straight. Yeah, went out there, did all the work, felt a little slighted that there just wasn't communication. If you really didn't want it out there, or you didn't like it, or you were gonna wait until Friday, I would have loved to have that communication. That between you and I. That's all I was saying. Because you're right. You and I do have a different dynamic. I should include Rhett because Reddit's in it as well. So we talk about things off the air. We talk about things behind people's back. We talk about things, that's just what we do. So, yeah. If we're just going to be completely fucking honest. You know what I mean?
And that's what we are on this show. Completely fucking honest.
So,
Loner, Stoner, drunk. Thank you,
and
Mike
I should have probably had a little bit of better communication.
Yeah, listen, I'll have Ashley drop me off so I can give in to Mike Thurman with the Loner, Stoner, Drunk on a podcast that we can talk about. Bring back the TLC. I was going to try to pull. Actually, I can pull that up.
Get Super Fat Bubba Light make you a theme song.
Yeah.
Loner, stoner, and the drunk.
I was trying to pull up that guy's picture. Remember he drew a picture of us?
Yeah, I do, but I don't know where to find it.
I know where. Hold on, you're not showing that yet, are you? We got a couple of minutes, right?
Yeah, you're good.
You guys talk among yourselves. Why?
We'll talk among ourselves.
Lummy, are we good then, Lum?
Entertain yourselves.
Well, Lum, let's get our heat figured out. Are we good?
Colton, I know everyone thinks that I don't like you for some fucking reason.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of heat on
okay
socials, and I'm here to tell them to we're good.
Yeah.
I'm not feeding into it.
I don't go on those because I mean, whatever. It is what it is. People probably can, I'm fat, I suck, whatever. I don't really care. The whole point is that I like Colton. I've never had a younger brother. I feel like sometimes, besides his cheapness, he's like my little younger brother, and he can take the heat sometimes. And I've never had any problem with Colton.
So we're good.
There he is, right there.
Okay, we're good. Please, everybody, if you can, take this time to smash the thumbs up button on both YouTube, Rumble, and everywhere else. We do genuinely appreciate that a lot. And be sure to help out the Bubba Army any ways you can. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army.
Oh,
thank
you. Yes, please hit that thumbs up button. I know Bubba would be greatly appreciated. There it is, right there. There's him. He does the drawings. You used to
It
listen
literally
to
takes a
TLC.
second for you to smash the thumbs up. Like, for real. Literally a fucking second. Like,
It
come
is
on.
free. It is free.
Here it is. Here.
Doesn't cost
That's
anything.
not that. There we go.
And Lummy is bringing up the photo now. Here it is.
Back in the day.
Fuck yeah.
The TLC show.
So you're seeing Tuttle front and center with the jutted out jaw. You're seeing Lummox off to the side. Lummox still has the hair. He's kind of in that in-between stage with his hair, and he's holding a fish.
No, that was a fish. Yeah,
Yeah.
because remember we filleted the grouper on air.
Yep. And then I'm off to the side. It looks like I have a cell phone going and a blunt. It looks like, and the blunt smoke is the TLC. The T is Tuttle's nose with his glasses. The L is two fishes for the
yeah.
L, and the C is the smoke from the blunt.
AI could never in a million fucking years reproduce something like this.
Pretty good, right?
I couldn't love it more.
That was a great show. I like that show.
Me too. Let's do it again.
I mean, if you're up to, hold on. I don't know if Tuttle wants to do it though. You probably, as the executive producer of the Loner and Stoner, you probably want to ask him.
No, he's in.
Oh, you're making a decision for him?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, people like that show back in the day. I mean, we just talked about whatever.
No,
So,
we'll do it again. For real. We'll do it again.
Okay.
I look forward to it.
All right. Well,
I do need to get a second microphone for you.
what kind of microphone do you need?
I don't know. I'm going to have to give a threat.
Yeah, we may have one laying around. Any Shure is good. SM58 is probably going to be your cheapest option if you end up having to buy one.
Do you know the microphone I currently have or no?
I
It's with the
personally
Rode-
don't. Is it
okay.
a Rode mic?
Yeah.
So it's probably like a Rode mic, I think is what they're called.
Okay.
Or a pod mic, like a Rode pod mic.
I think that's what a
believe.
Rode pod
Yeah.
mic. That sounds right. That's what
Yeah.
I have now. So I got to try to find one more Rode pod mic, and or any other mic that'll work with an XLR.
XLR. Try to stay away from stage equipment. It's going to sound awful. Make sure it is a studio microphone.
Okay.
So again, I would recommend the Shure SM58. But if you can find a Rode pod mic for cheaper, then do that.
Okay. Cool. Lummy, I'll work on that.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Let me know when you get it or whatever, and we can plan a time. If I'm not taking up too much of Tuttle's real estate or your real estate, I don't want to, mess up your guys' podcast.
No, you're in.
So, you guys got anything going on this weekend?
Not a whole lot. Getting ready to move this time next weekend. We will be moving into our new place, which I am very excited. Got a yard for the dogs.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a big selling point. And a couple rock shows this weekend. But other than that, I think I'm just going to be hanging out, smoking around the house. Might pop up here and there.
You know who's a good mover? Colton.
Yeah, guess what I'm doing today? I have a
Moving.
dolly in the back
Yeah.
of my truck as we speak.
Really?
Yes, I'm leaving here, going up to Homosassa, Florida, and helping Shelby's brother move from Homosassa back down to Weeki Wachee.
Didn't you move him one time before?
I moved him literally a month ago, dude.
And I'm guessing he's
He's moving again.
Hmm.
He's the type of guy, I love him to death, but he's the type of guy that he moves a lot. He doesn't really sign. He's a month-to-month type. He's a month-to-month type of guy. That's what I'm looking for. He's a month-to-month type of guy.
I fucking hate moving.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Well, Colton and I have had experience with that.
I've heard.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that one day that Bubba took off to go play with Dion, you guys were moving stuff, weren't you?
Yeah.
yeah, that was.
Yeah, we were helping Bubba move. I don't remember if it was from the Odessa house.
Oh, it was Odessa.
Okay, where were we moving to and from?
It was our third day.
Hey, buddy, listen, I just got a text from Dion who's playing football with Tom Brady right now.
What are we supposed to say? No? You know what I mean? Like, I understand we're moving your shit, but, like, you're about to get some good content for the show.
Holy shit, once a year we get so many views from that.
That's what there's like, he's like, I feel so bad, buddy. I'm going to give you guys extra money. Like, whatever I need to do,
I'll be on the lookout. That video will be back in like a month or two.
No, listen, when he told us about it, Colton and I were like, oh, yeah, you gotta go. Kind of hoping that he would have been like, you guys want to come with me? But
yeah, we're hoping, you want to come film it for me? Like, something like that,
exactly.
Like, instead it was, that dolly, that dresser.
Hey, boys, just because I told you that doesn't mean that the truck stays full.
Of course.
There's a couple stairs that might get to that apartment.
Merch Kick will give you their directions.
Yeah, this stuff still got to get done.
Yeah,
but
Merch Kick will give you directions.
Yeah, I mean, let's get that stuff up those stairs to the third floor.
Yeah, that was
I was
great.
like, oh, fuck. All right, well, you go have fun, Bubba.
And look what it brought to us. Like Rhett said, that video seems to go viral once a year. Football season starts, the video goes viral, gets a bunch of hits, and honestly, it is really fucking cool. Imagine for him to be able to, he was able to say, and let me look at us. We can say our boss left us to go play football with Deion Sanders and Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, yeah. Well, we were moving our boss. As
I say all the times, it's all part of the experience.
Well, just like Rhett and I fucking getting on a boat with a goat, and fucking the goat throws a trophy right in front of us.
It's all part of the experience.
I mean, the experience that you have, it's like, oh fuck. And it was a fan that got us on the boat and got us in the perfect spot. We didn't know, obviously, that Tom Brady was going to do that. We just had a good spot to see the boats go by. And next thing I know, I'm sitting there holding the fucking little goat, and Rhett's over on the other side. I'm trying to get at least Brady's attention because we were close enough. Dr. Dan's over there yelling on his little fucking jet ski. And I'm
Tom
just...
Brady!
Yeah.
Tom Brady!
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, Tom Brady, look, I got a goat on a boat. Hey. And next thing you know, he's making history about the Lombardi, and Rhett and I are just sitting there.
Immortalized. I think when you look at the most popular frame of him tossing the Lombardi, we are fucking right in the middle of that picture.
Oh, we're literally in the middle of the boats.
Yeah.
Like, it couldn't have worked out better.
The only way it worked out better, if it was like an NFT and y'all could make some money off the motherfucker.
The only way it could have worked out fucking better is if the goddamn wind would have picked up a little bit and let the Bubba Army flag that we hung up actually fly.
Yeah, we
but
had
it
the
was dead
flat
air.
We had the flat Stanley Bubba cut out up on the upper deck of the boat too.
Yeah, and the Bubba Army flag. Yeah, and the Bubba Army
climbed
flag
up there
was,
and zip tied him in.
Yeah, and the Bubba Army flag was with the American flag was literally from earlier driving out. It got circled up in there, and then there was no wind the whole time. But yeah, I can at least say that we literally watched Tom Brady throw the trophy, and our boss played football with Tom Brady while you and me, Colton, were moving his super heavy fucking furniture. So, like you said, it's an experience.
It's all part of the experience.
Just like the wrestling was an experience.
Look, I'm coming to give you a hug, buddy.
You can go fuck yourself. Don't fucking touch me.
Most of the people get to see the wrestling video eventually. I love it.
Oh, good thing he has no sound. You can see the video. It's okay. We got to keep up the facade that we hate each other. Or no, I'm sorry. That I hate you. And I punch down.
You do.
No, you don't. I love you.
You have no choice to punch down. You're so tall.
That's very true. Everyone have a great weekend. What is this, fucking macho music? Jesus. Don't forget to get your Stanley inspired cup. Also, your tactical bag and your Bubba Army backpack.
Ret Rock Show, Ret Rock Show.
For $89.99 on Bubba Army Store, Bubba Army Merch, BubbaArmyShop.com. Get it before it's gone. They're selling very quickly. It's a perfect Christmas gift. I know it's only August, but they will not be returning before Christmas, and it will be a perfect gift for your loved ones that love the Bubba Army. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. I will be doing a GOAT report tomorrow around its normal time and going to the Monster Truck Show, so I will try to get that in around 10 o'clock. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Rhett, Colton, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ret Rock Show tonight, Ret Rock Show.
At 6 o'clock, I think he said. And Mike Thurman, $20 for the Christmas. Thank you. Thank you, Mark from Tarpan, Mike Thurman, everyone that gave. Have a great weekend. See ya.